But go ahead and finish that.
Uh, what was we?
We were talking like we were just talking about how we're dubbing black when we were talking earlier.
Oh yeah, about what I in the beginning, yeah, I really did. I shot for like a big break type thing, and then as time progresses, probably about like 10 years ago, I finally realized like I ain't gonna make no big break type of money, type of I'm taking off. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna put my feet to the ground. I'm gonna start really buckling down and homing in on my craft and finding out what skills I can perfect.
So
Yeah.
so when you hit that part, right, and that's crazy because like that actually that gives us our next question. You know what I mean? So like, what hobbies and interests outside of music did you end up bringing in when you started finding them skills?
Outside of music,
Like outside of music, like so. What started finding its way into your music from outside of music as you started tapping into them skills?
well, I mean like problem solving, but I had to learn how to like promote myself. I had to learn how to run ads, which still I'm learning how to do. I had to learn how to create merchandise. You know what I mean?
Bing.
I had to learn how to do that. Um, how to market myself really all in all. And I didn't really look at that aspect coming into it. You know what I mean? I always thought like, oh, I'm gonna have a team around me. I'm gonna have a team around me. And sometimes you ain't gonna have a team around you, and you got to put your feet down because you're catching traction. And if you don't run just right, you're gonna stumble a little bit, but it's all right.
I
You
mean,
can catch up.
I
You know
think
what I mean?
I
So
think in a way as
it's kind of
artists, I think we all have to learn that lesson, like in different ways. Though you'll be like,
everybody learns at their own pace.
I swear to God, it's crazy because like I remember some of the things like coming in to being a DJ, some of the things people would tell me, and Mister Old Bright and optimistic me, oh that ain't gonna happen to me, that boy, what? Like,
It can
so
happen.
so all right. We talk about it'll be like finding our interests outside of music. We covered that. Let's dive into your creative process. Like when you want something new,
Hmm.
give us a peek into your frame of mind when you crafted something. Walk us through the creative.
Creative me, it takes a couple days. Honestly, I go into like a deep dive of music. I go into listening to new music, old music. I listen on my phone. I listen on my laptop. I listen on my TV. I go in the car. I flip through the FM stations. I listen to music. I get myself into that mode. Sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 days. Sometimes I can just open up an instrumental, in my back little catalog and just vibe out. And then it comes to me. But then there's sometimes where it's like I've been stuck with this hook, no verse, and it don't happen for months, sometimes years. So it's just all about if I can catch that idea.
I like that answer because it's an honest answer. I actually, when I was looking around about like how to do like artist interviews and looking up videos on like people doing artist interviews, and I would see people ask questions like that, and they would get some of the most basic answers. Oh, my creative process. I get a big bag and I smoke woods, and then I go in the booth and go. Like you were like you opened up on that one. You were like, this is I mean, when I'm in that bag and I'm creating, I'm working and I'm cooking up. Here's where I'm at. Like, thank you for that.
I like to be transparent.
Yep.
That's just me.
Just saying, like, thank you for not giving basic answers.
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you.
Most definitely. I do smoke that gas and then get in the mood. Especially if it's like freestyle or some shit.
So you mentioned about skills earlier. What skills have you gained that helped you perform effectively as a musician?
Learning how to engineer myself. So like I took some music and I went to Owens for a little bit, probably like 2 semesters, and it it was cool. They was teaching, you know what I mean, but I really wasn't feeling the way they was teaching it, so it didn't go all the way through. But I learned like music theory and all that, and I never thought, music theory, I'm gonna have to know that to make beats, because by the time I went to school, I was already making beats and trying to record music, but I didn't know nothing about mixing. I didn't know nothing about chords and how to, pitch a vocal and how to fade out, and I didn't know nothing. So those mixes were horrible. but as time progressed, like, yeah, that's one of the engineering is like, it's something I like a lot better than being an artist, quite honestly.
Nice. So speaking of engineering,
Yeah.
go ahead and plug yourself in, because you do got a little bit of an engineering endeavor, don't you?
Yeah. I have a profile, Mateo the Don, on engineers.com. That's engineers, like with the ears. Go here.com. I'm sure y'all can I can get the link to you. You can put that in like the description.
Double check our volume real quick.
Yeah, no, most definitely. But my link tree has like all my links. So if my link tree is down in the description, then definitely click on that and then find out where it says engineered by Mateo the Don, and that's me.
Like you say, this link tree. Listen, I personally made sure earlier today to go in the video description and edit it to include his link tree. So if y'all want to know more about this man, after this interview, during this interview, while you watching this interview, smack that description button and go smack that link tree. Catch it. Keep guard. Make sure don't nobody try and catch me from the blind while I'm talking, bro. Oh yeah, he got the blinky on him. He got the blinky. He got the blinky. Oh, now let's jump back to this interview. So, tell me, what is an average day for you?
I know that the average answer for this by an artist would be, I get up, I make music, I go to sleep. But me, on an average day, I don't make music on an average day. On an average day, I just I handle my business, I take care of responsibilities, and then if music sparks that day, then I come in and I get to it. Or like today we led up to me having my gear with me, so we ended up getting your verse recorded and making a quick mix. That's that's my typical day. Get up, take care of what I gotta take care of, and then handle my music.
Okay, so dead honest, this list of questions, it's kind of a standard list of questions I'm going to use for each artist appreciation.
No, I get it.
Now, part of why I'm doing artist appreciation is, to me, I've come to believe that like art is kind of a bridge for real, for real. It's a communication bridge between worlds. It'll be like, think about it. As artists, we go into other place. Like when you write, bro, you go into a whole nother place to write.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo though. You know what I mean?
I know
Like,
you aware. You know what I mean?
I'm weird as hell, bro. I'm an introvert. I like to hide out in my house for weeks on end. It ain't like I ain't, taking care of myself in business. It's just I ain't seeing no faces. I ain't going and making myself be present in people's business. I ain't that one.
And
I
when
sit at home, and if the music is around me, which it is all the time, it gets made. So that's why I got a catalog.
bing, bing, bing. So that right there, you know what I mean? Like the purpose of that question, it's always going to be so y'all see. I mean, artists are everyday people as well. You know what I mean? Like artists do this because they love to do it. And for me, as somebody as an artist, that's why I want to use the platform I'm building to help other artists. So I'm gonna ask everybody that question. What's the average day like for you? Watch as you see this over time, how many people are just like you? You'll be just picking up something that they're good at as well. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. There's a plan to this. So, every artist uses art to express themselves, undoubtedly. Some people, they just are good and talented at making things that people like. Some people use art as ways of like expressive. For you, does music fall in that category? Is there more like, is music more than just you being able to do something with music? Like, do you have something that you pour into music? Something that, like your music, you hope that people understand you through your music.
I mean, I make music that I would like to listen to. So,
Yes. I was trying to find a way to get you to say that without like coming out and like boom, because I wanted you to naturally say that.
That's just what I always tell people is I make the music I like to hear. And that's why I say certain things that I do. Now, are there exaggerations in my music? Probably sometimes, but not like, you know what I mean? Not bad exaggerations, like good exaggerations, like feelings and putting them out and being aggressive with it and saying it from the chest and meaning it. I don't think I've ever put anything down or that I've been like, oh no, I shouldn't have put that out. Everything I put out, I've been like, yeah, I like that. But I'm an engineer though at heart, and I've noticed that because I'll be listening back and be like, oh, that could be better.
So you always like, and you're great with that. It's great because you always like in conversation, you'll always say, I'm an engineer. Do me a favor, bud. Bust that down. Explain an engineer.
Multi levels of engineers. Myself personally, I am a recording engineer. I mix and I'm learning how to master. And then as I get more bookings through my engineers, uh, I hope to be doubly certified so that I can stay current with the time.
In your eyes, what is an engineer though?
Puts that polish onto a track. Somebody who's dedicated from beginning to end of that song. But it depends on if it's like your that artist is engineer, and then you send it off to the mastering engineer. Then you know the mastering engineer is somebody who sprinkles.
Sprinkle.
He said shit sounded right.
I love that example.
He goes to your pot, he mixes it up, he smells it, he tastes it, he goes, that's pretty damn good, but you know what? That'll make it sound better.
Listen, you be being bashful about it, bro. I swear to God, like when we be sitting in these sessions, bro, like to me, it feel like them are all the hats you wear. That's why I'm asking these questions. Dead honest.
I mean, it's hard to master your own track. That's something I'm learning.
That's why I'm asking these questions. Like I sit here watching you do that, so I'm trying to get you to talk about. You know what I mean? Boom.
You've been trying to get me in front of a camera and microphone, and I've been like, nah. And it's really because, like, I can't even go into a grocery store sometimes without having a panic attack. So it's just.
I know, bud. That's why we here. I got you.
I'm appreciative, though, that you got me here in front of these people.
By the way, speaking of these people, Jen said she is your biggest fan. She put a big heart for you.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
Legitimately, that's my wife. Yeah.
And then our co-host, or one of our hosts, Jackie from the show Revelations, says the word soup. Oh, they trying to initiate you into the cult of soup. Here they go.
Soup.
So don't get them started on soup. They will ask you a million. They'll ask you a million ways. Is this soup? Don't get that soup started. But so, man, when this man say he an introvert, he is not lying.
Nah,
he is not lying.
Hold up. I'll see you call her and be like, all right, it could be. It took Maxxx a long time to get answers.
Oh God! But
I'm gonna pick the phone and just be like, nope, not today.
I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I've learned to trust you because when you go in introvert mode, bro, I swear to God, you come out of introvert mode like ready to fire. You be boom, boom, let's go. Like,
track after track.
Okay. Track. So for me, I'm learning to trust him being in introvert mode.
Yeah, I'll be working.
Yeah, I mean that's part of what this is. You do, like, Brody, you do work a lot. I mean, that's like I said, as I'm building this platform.
I mean, I have my moments of relaxation too, where I just turn on the game and be kicked back. But I'm always thinking of something.
That you are. So I know that you've been doing music for a grip. Woo-wee.
Make me feel as old as this.
So let me ask you, what advice would you have for people coming into the game? For people coming into the craft, what advice do you have for them?
Learn how to market yourself. That's a big one. Learn how to like do all the back working. And if you ain't savvy enough to do the back working, then like do it as a hobby. Don't expect no result because if you can't push yourself to do it, nobody's gonna push you. You know what I mean? Unless you got like something great, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's the guy. We're gonna invest in him."
And even then, they gonna get tired of that balloon.
Exactly. You gotta work. You gotta put in the work. It's a work ethic.
So, Mr. Man of many goals and talents, if you were to be able to look and see your ideal trajectory for the next 5 to 10 years, and give the people that come across this, that fuck with your music, a chance to have glimmers of what they can expect from you, or what to look for coming from you, Just abstract ideas. What would you give them?
Expect the unexpected. For real. Like, honestly, I don't know. Like in 5 to 10 years, I could have a lot more underneath my belt, and just in a couple years, we put out a lot. So it just only time will tell for real. Like I don't know, where do I see myself? Uh, Established, definitely established. Um, but yeah, other than that, established and expect the unexpected.
I mean,
Because I'm a creative, I might I might go and do some oddball ass shit and paint something and then add an audio tape with it. You know what I mean? I might do some odd ass off the wall. Yeah.
ain't nothing odd about that. That's
I might
embracing your
go in a whole
creativity.
different direction. Right.
I mean, I respect that. So, let's see here. Got a double part question for you.
Hit me with it.
Is there what musicians that you've come across add to that pot of inspiration for you? Like when you're out there, you know what I mean, and you're listening to music,
So like
like
whether it be local,
it can be
it don't
any
matter.
aspect. Like if it can be whatever aspect, just like when you're out there just vibing to music.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, I listen to everything. So anything like from like Pink Floyd to Billy Idol to fucking to like Rush, and then and then like hip hop side, it would be like old LL Cool J, and then I would have to say like Run DMC kind of like made me go, okay, so that's how to put together easy bars. And then I went to like Nas and Jay-Z, and then like to hear how to like put together like how to do certain type of bar poetry, and then went to Bone for like Bone Thugs and Harmony for like harmonizing and stuff. Cause I do a lot of that. I do a lot of singing and stuff with my it just in verses. I'll put like a little harmony in it. Um and then like on countryside it's like any of the new country I really kinda like the I don't know, Teddy Swims is kinda dope right now. And then like I don't know, bro. I
I
just listen to
listen, I
everything.
get that
It's just
feeling.
it's just a
My library wide.
it's a large. It's just everything. Because tomorrow I might wake up and decide I want to go listen to like some oh man some John Legend
I get it.
or you know what I mean. It's a whole different variety, bro. And what they inspire me to do is just be my best.
Crazy because like you naturally just threw the second part of the question in there. Nice one.
They just inspire me to be my best. Bro.
So our fellow CSHRO Jackie says that she actually is very particularly fond of Pink Floyd and compliments you on your taste.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my stepdad listened to a lot of Pink Floyd. I kind of like grew up on listening to him jamming Pink Floyd and then inverting his name into it and stuff. But it's like instead of like "Wish You Were Here," he put his name in. It was just yeah. I got some really like it goes back in my childhood. So it's something that I always gravitate towards.
So you actually just like actually let one of your superpowers slip out. So I gotta kind of ask an impromptu question. So I've seen you rock out on the stage on performance stages. You yourself, sir, said let me know you really are an introvert.
Yeah.
So I know that that means that comes with a lot. How did you deal with it? What was your mechanism? To be able to
Poorly, bro, because I haven't really been out on stage since. Look, so real, I used to get real messed up. I used to drink, smoke, and other drugs, and then go up on stage practically blacked out. So it went from trying to cope with the nervousness, like I feel right now, like just being in the eyeballs of others. That makes me kind of nervous. So like I used to handle it with drugs, get real messed up. So I don't know, like if I got booked for other shows, like handling it now, I probably smoke a little bit of weed and
smoke a lot of weed, man.
I hit the stage. I mean, I go out there and be my weird self.
Oh,
yes. I ain't gonna lie, I be my weird self for a minute, but then I get into the groove of my music and forget everybody watching. That's just how it happens. And then at the end, I freeze up and be like Napoleon Dynamite on stage. I did it. Just like the music's cut. Oh, shit.
He said, oh, the music's over. I get it, Abby. Yeah. So, thank you for this first one. And I know you'll be like being on camera rough, buddy. So thank you very much for even like doing this with me.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I appreciate y'all having me for real. Like it's been an experience. It's a little one, but it's a big one to me. And I appreciate y'all for real.
So tell us before we get this loose and shake loose up out of here, tell the people about what you got coming. What you got cooking that's coming up right now.
Well, I've got a whole back catalog that needs ears to listen to it. So that's out everywhere, like even on little platforms that like don't cost nothing. You know what I mean? I got a lot of music. And then coming up, we just dropped some stuff together. That was a 3-part like EP. that little waterfall idea with the EP, it was ingenious how it spread out. Y'all gotta go listen to that. It really is nice. And then we got Psychosomatic coming up in June. That is already set in stone, so to speak. It's already on the main advertisement places like Spotify, because I use that as like basically audio free, like free advertisement. Because like, where can everybody listen to music at? Spotify, whether you got it for free or you got it a paid subscription. So I use it as like my little bit of advertisement. Like, go listen to my whole catalog, all like 90 projects. It ain't really 90 projects, but that's an. But I'm just saying, like,
if it was counting the project this man ain't released, it'd probably be about 300 because this man got a lot of music he ain't put out yet.
A lot. But coming out is Psychosomatic, and then I want to do something for like my birthday towards like the beginning of fall. And definitely I've been kicking it around for a whole year. You already know what I'm about to say. I
Yes,
want to
I
do a Christmas album, a Christmas jingle album. 12 days of something. I don't know yet. I don't know yet, but it's something like that.
This is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be fun.
It is.
It's gonna be fun.
Listen, I know
It's
it
gonna
is.
be fun.
We've been talking about this Christmas album. This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be nice. It'll be real nice.
By the power vested in me, hail Satan.
Oh shit.
Oh man. But thank you for jumping in with us.
Oh yeah.
For those of you, my bad.
No, thank you for having me.
For those of you listening in on CSHR Radio, it's been a great night. For those of you who will see this on Facebook and YouTube, welcome to the Unholy Tea. I am your man, your home. This is going to make a great outro, like a clip for a blooper outro. I am your host, His Unholiness, and CHR station manager, Maxxx to Unholy. It's been real. It's been fun. Catch us next week as we dive into the build section of the Unholy Tea. We out of here.